Hello and welcome to Cutting to the Bud in the Post-Truth Apocalypse. I'm Ben and this week I'm hanging out with Gaz.
Hello.
And Mike.
Hello.
Today we ask the question, who did steal the World Cup?
Who did?
Well,
I'll tell you who stole the World Cup. Corporate greed.
Oh, God. I thought you were going to say Germany.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say 1986. Germany.
That was Argentina.
Argentina stole the World Cup in 1986.
Yeah.
Bastards.
Hand of God? No,
Hand
it
of
was the
God.
hand of a cunt.
Yeah.
A cheating little
The
cunt.
hand of a coked up
Yeah.
fucking dwarf.
Yeah, he could only jump that high because of all the cocaine.
Yeah.
He used to sweat cocaine, that man.
You could lick him and get high.
Other players did.
Yeah.
When they were lagging a bit during the final third, you'd see
Half-time,
them,
they're all
they'd go and
licking
lick
him.
his head.
Yeah.
Woo! Ah, well, we won
What
the
a player, though.
Yeah, but we won the Falklands, so fuck them.
Yeah, fuck 'em, exactly. That's the one that mattered.
Yeah, you know, when it comes down to it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Although you know the famous quote about football, don't you? From was it who said it's not a matter of life and
Yeah,
death?
it's more important than
Shankly.
that. Bill Shankly.
That doesn't make sense, Bill. It's quite poetic, but it doesn't actually make sense.
But it is more important than life and death.
Nothing could be more important. If you're dead, nothing matters.
Yeah, I
You
don't
won't
care.
care
I'm
about
not,
them.
look, I'm not arguing with the philosophy or the message.
It sounds good, but
Yeah,
just
he's
think.
making a point, isn't he? How
Yeah.
important football is. I don't think he literally means it's.
But nothing could be more important than death.
Hang on, boys. I've got to take a hydration break.
Oh, for fuck's
Oh,
sake. Boo. England invented the chat.
Ah, there we go.
We were, I do believe, the first nation to boo the hydration breaks, to boo the opposing anthem, to boo famous celebrities who appeared on the screen.
Yeah, because we don't know who they are. We don't know who some bloke from an American sitcom is. Who is this prick?
And the thing is, those are the nice England fans because they're the ones with enough money to go to
yeah.
fucking America.
Middle class.
Yeah, you've looked out there. If you think that's bad,
Oof.
Go
fuck
to a
me.
Millwall game.
I have been impressed with the Scots, though. I mean, they drank Boston dry. Like, the entire city ran out of booze. They had to and they have a brewery.
Yeah.
They had to have an emergency shipment from the brewery.
Well, I've come to a conclusion. I think I knew anyway. Well, I did know anyway, but it's just been proved to me 1,000 times over. I was saying to Mike before we started recording, before you arrived, Ben, that I can't wait for America to be knocked out because their fans are the most insufferable. Just Americans in general at the moment are insufferable on social media. And I've come to realise that they are all essentially, you have to look at them as all, it's not really their fault, but they are all disabled, aren't they?
We have a lot of listeners in America.
You're all mentally disabled, I'm telling you. But you don't know you're mentally disabled. You massively overestimate your own, you know nothing about any other country. You were speaking about Boston being out drunk. I've seen loads of tweets. I can't believe anybody would outdrink a Bostonian. Like, what the fuck have you met Polish people, you fucking losers? You fat-headed freaks. You know nothing about anything. And yet you're so convinced of your own brilliance. You just assume you're the best drinkers. Not by a fucking long shot, dickheads. There's children in this country that can outdrink you.
To be fair as well, I should point out the only beer that was left in Boston was Bud Light because it's like practically fucking water to the Brits.
And also, you don't be seen.
Well, I think a Scot will just turn it down because it's not worth drinking.
I wouldn't risk the ire of a local mag because you don't know who's MAGA in it. Do you know what I mean? If I was out there wanting to avoid trouble, I wouldn't be seen with one of them. It's just inviting.
I don't think there's that kind of thing at the World Cup. I just think it's more of a where we're all there to get drunk.
But if I went to a dive bar in Boston, I'm not ordering. Excuse me, waiter. Hello, yes. From Shropshire, yes.
The Shire.
The Shires. Bud Light, please, sir. Like, fucking faggy, limey fuck. Like, no, I want to impress them. Like, everything.
Give me a Sam
All the
Adams.
things.
Give me a Sam Adams.
Fucking bitches. I'm sick of them. Can't wait for you to get fucking mangled by somebody good.
Yeah, and your chants suck too.
I saw an American online today, Ben, arguing that we were cheats. Because
Brits.
yes, because not only have we entered Scotland, that's like them entering Florida apparently, but they were very confused with the fact that Australia had a British flag, in
So
the corner.
this just boils down to ignorance then.
Yes, they were accusing us basically of having our B team playing as Australia, like it was some insane conspiracy that we'd managed to pull off on the World Cup.
Right.
This is how fucking thick they are. I'm done with it. None of them should be allowed on social media. They should all be gagged. Every last. Sorry, should we move on?
Yes. Let's talk about the theft of the World Cup. It's Mike's fault. He started going on at corporate greed.
I needed to get that out. I'm sick of them.
So, the most famous football trophy in the world, the FIFA World Cup, the one they hand out every 4 years. Nowadays it's a golden boot-shaped thing that looks like two human figures holding up the earth.
Is it boot shaped?
I think it is. It's a Jules Rimet trophy, isn't it?
You got.
Isn't it just like
It's a thing with a ball on the top.
Looks
Hardly
like
boot shaped, is it?
It looks like that thing that comes out of Jabba's palace.
Oh, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway, the FIFA World Cup trophy, that has been the prize since 74. Before 74, it was a Jules Rimet trophy.
Right.
So, it was stolen. The Jules Rimet trophy was stolen twice. So, before we get to the theft, you need to understand exactly what was taken, because the Jules Rimet trophy wasn't just a trophy, it was an object, it was a historical artifact, something that carried the weight of decades.
Mm.
The FIFA World Cup, the tournament, not the trophy, was the brainchild of Jules Rimet, a French football administrator.
Well, you know, they have got their upsides.
What? Long bread?
Ladies.
Mm,
Yeah. They're down to their DTF.
French
Anyway.
women.
They're, mate, French are filthy, filthy animals.
Yeah, the ones I've met have all got moustaches.
You're at the wrong places,
That
mate.
says more about you than fucking French women, I'm sorry.
Well,
They're the only ones that approached you.
yeah, clearly.
You do realise that if you go to gay clubs, you won't meet.
They weren't full on moustaches, they were just
I'm
that
just-
little hairy.
I was just looking for a long bread.
Yes, where's the long bread in here?
We've all got long bread in here.
Well, Jules Rimet served as FIFA president from 1921 to 1954.
Was he still gleaming?
He'd dreamed of a global football competition for years, and in 1930 finally made it happen. Uruguay hosted the first tournament, 13 nations showed up, Uruguay won,
Ugh.
and the whole world, at least the world's paying attention, kind of lost their minds over it. And
Well, at first, not really, because everybody didn't enter.
well, yeah, but the teams that were people that were paying attention are obviously very excited.
There must have been other countries must have been a bit fucked off. Where's the first? Uruguay? How did we get there?
Well, it's like a 3-month journey.
Oh, no wonder Uruguay won. Everyone who arrived was malnutrition, riddled with rickets.
I think Egypt missed the boat. They couldn't attend.
Who? Were England in the first one?
No, we didn't enter till 1950.
Well, I didn't.
Oh,
We
yes,
were
because
snobby, you see. We thought
Because
we
think it was beneath
invented
us.
this
Beneath us.
fucking game, so
Yeah.
therefore we're the best at it. We don't have to prove
we
it.
could go to a tournament organised by a Frenchman.
No, there's that too.
Get lost in Uruguay. Fuck that.
And it took us 16 years to win it.
Now, we turned up in 1950 thinking with the
Yeah,
dog's bollocks, we got beat by American amateurs. One of our greatest defeats in history.
just don't. I bet there's no American fans that know that
Probably not.
because they've all been watching football for 5 minutes.
In our defence, we're 5 years at the Second World War, and most of our best players have probably been killed or wounded.
Yeah. Weren't our women better than us back then?
Women did play football at that
Yeah.
point, yeah.
It was very popular, wasn't it? Until
Yeah.
they put the kibosh on it.
The Dick Kerr ladies.
Mm.
Women took.
That was something to do with the war, wasn't it? Because all the
Oh,
blokes were away.
Yeah, women did horse racing and things like that.
Well, I mean, it was drawing big crowds for a
Well, it's
while.
football else
They
can
played
do,
in the
isn't it?
20s. They
Yeah,
were popular, and then the FA banned it
yeah,
because they were getting too popular. They
yeah.
didn't like it.
Taken away from the men's game.
They said that women should know their place in the home
Well,
and different attitudes back then, wasn't it?
good old days.
Well, Reformer trying to bring it back. The trophy awarded to the winners of that first tournament was designed by a French sculptor named Abel Lafleur, and it stood roughly 30 centimetres tall, made of gold-plated sterling silver set on a blue lapis lazuli base, and depicted Nike, the Greek goddess of victory, holding an octagonal cup above her head, and it was, by any measure, beautiful. For the first decade of existence, didn't have an official name. People just called it the World Cup Trophy or the Coupe du Monde. I prefer World Cup Trophy.
Yeah, not foreign.
Yep, and it wasn't until 1946, after the Second World War, which we'll come back to in a moment, it was officially renamed the Jules Rimet Trophy in honour of the man who created the competition. The trophy comes with a peculiar rule. Any nation that wins it 3 times gets to keep it forever.
Mm.
Which they used to do with the FA Cup, didn't they?
Did they?
I'm sure if you won it 5 times, you got to keep it.
Don't know.
Anyway, back to the Second World War. So when the war breaks out in 1939, the World Cup is obviously on a hiatus because, there's enough national rivalry going on. We don't need football. And obviously no tournament in 1942, no tournament in 1946. And the trophy needed somewhere safe to sit out conflict. And the man responsible for its safekeeping was an Italian FIFA vice president named Antonio Bassari. He was terrified the Nazis would seize the trophy either as a symbol of conquest or just to melt it down. And the German occupation of Italy made this a very real possibility. So Barazzi did something that sounds like the setup to an action film. He hid in a shoebox under his bed.
Oh.
And for the entirety of the Second World War, the Jules Rimet Trophy sat in a shoebox in the bedroom of an Italian football official while Nazis occupied his country. And somehow, through luck, nerve, or sheer audacity, it survived.
Good.
Fair play.
And when the World War ended and the World Cup resumed in 1950, Barazzi produced the trophy from its hiding place and handed it back to FIFA, intact and gleaming. It's a kind of a charming historical footnote, isn't it?
Mm.
It's nice. He kind of risked his safety for that, I guess. If they'd have found he was hiding it and they really wanted it, they'd have just had it and then shot him.
Yeah, that could make a good action film, that could.
Yeah. But let's get
Italian
forward.
guy fighting his way across town to deliver the...
To deliver the World Cup
World
trophy
Cup
to a
to
British
FIFA.
special agents.
Yeah, he says he'd give it back to FIFA, didn't he? But,
Yeah.
imagine if he fought his way there.
It'd be a better film if he gave it back to some British
But
agents.
that's not what happened, is it?
I don't care. Cinematic license.
No, it's a shit action film, really, because it's just under the bed the whole time.
Yeah, no, but that's...
Yeah, in real life.
Like, turn it into an action
Yeah,
film.
but it said it's an opening to a good
But
action film. And I'm
why
like,
fight all your way to then give it to them? What are they going to do with it?
Well, they're going to have it as a symbol of conquest or destroy it as a symbol of, like, fuck you. We're the best. Because remember, the Germans is all about the master race, innit?
You sound a bit reformy.
I'm
in
just
these situations.
Just telling you what might happen.
It cannot be saved by an Italian. It must be given to British agents as a symbol of constant conquest.
No, it just gives it back to FIFA. I'm just saying along the way, maybe some shootouts, some car chases, some parkour,
He said he
and then he
gets-
gives it back
they're
to
not going to give it
FIFA.
back to the Brits because we aren't even in FIFA at this point.
Yeah, but he gets it. We offer to take it for safekeeping out of Italy. So I'm saying,
Well, you write yours, I'll write mine.
All right, we'll see which one. We'll see which one gets snapped up by Hollywood first. So, 1966, the golden year of English football.
Yes.
I remember it. No, wait.
Yeah. England's hosting. The nation is cautiously, nervously hoping against hope they might win it on home soil.
Spoilers, we did.
Yeah. The Jules Rimet Trophy had arrived in England a few weeks earlier for a national tour. The Football Association had agreed to display the trophy publicly, a publicity exercise, a way to build excitement. The centrepiece of this exhibition was at Westminster Central Hall near Parliament, showcasing stamps and football memorabilia. And so on Sunday, the 20th of March 1966, the Jules Rimet Trophy was on display in a glass cabinet at the Westminster Central Hall, guarded, and this is where you sort of seem to wince, in a single padlock case in a room with inadequate security on a day when the venue was understaffed.
Well, you wouldn't expect anyone.
Be so
back
dishonest.
then. Yeah, 1966.
It was stolen on that Sunday morning.
Well,
Bollocks.
The thieves broke in through the back door, bypassed the security with what appears to have been embarrassing ease, ripped the trophy from its case, and vanished.
fucking chancer.
It's just typical, isn't it? It's in England for like a month before the tournament, and it gets nicked.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, man. And of course, the FA, the Football Association, goes into a quiet, Yet private panic to start with, of course, and also they were terrified. And FIFA is furious, the police are embarrassed, and once the press find out, well, the tabloids were merciless. Nothing's changed.
Well, I think quite rightly in this case.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like, you've had it for how long? And you've got one 80-year-old man
Who's
sat in the
asleep.
corner of the room who's asleep looking after it.
Oh, God.
So they get Scotland Yard,
Mm.
Britain's premier detectives, to launch a full investigation led by Detective Chief Superintendent Bill Little.
Mr. Little.
They had very little to go on. The case was thin. There's no obvious suspects.
Oh, fuck.
No CCTV at this point.
No fingerprints.
No.
No
But they do get-
witnesses.
A ransom note.
Mm.
A man named Joe Mears was the chairman of Chelsea Football Club and also at the time the chairman of the Football Association. Within days of the theft, he receives a ransom demand. The note demanded £15,000, which is roughly £300,000 in today's money.
It's a reasonable offer.
I think so. For the return of the trophy, and the thief signed himself the Pole.
Oh.
Scotland Yard immediately set up a sting operation. Mears was instructed to play along to negotiate to string the thief out. A police officer named Detective Sergeant Charles Buggy, operating under the alias of the Knacker, which is fantastic.
Yeah. The Knacker.
The Knacker.
Send in the
Sounds
knacker.
like a 70s fucking TV show.
Oh, just, yeah, the Knacker.
He's putting on his leather gloves.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
punching some bloke into his car bonnet. Yeah. He begins communicating with the suspect and a meeting is arranged. The man who shows up was a small-time criminal named Edward Betchley. He was arrested at the meeting, caught red-handed in the middle of the ransom exchange, and Scotland Yard had got their man. Except he didn't have the trophy. He claimed to be a middleman. Someone else had the actual trophy. He called this mysterious person the Dago. So we've gone from a pole to a Dago. He needs to make up his fucking mind. This person's got an identity crisis.
Just wait till the knacker gets hold of it.
Obviously, that's a period slur. Don't go around using that one, kids, nowadays.
Who's that a slur against?
Yeah, Spanish.
Yeah. Was it Italians?
I don't want to get into history of period racial slurs, to be honest.
I'm going to Google it, might as well. Google all the others.
Betchley was ultimately convicted and sentenced to 2 years, but the trophy was still missing. Betchley died in '69 and took whatever he knew to the grave. The identity of the trophy's actual thief, the person who physically stole it from the Central Hall in Westminster, the person who has planned the whole operation, has never been conclusively established.
Well, just for accuracy's sake, Dago is an offensive ethnic slur used primarily to insult individuals of Italian birth or descent, as well as people of Spanish or Portuguese heritage.
Oh, so it's a
Catch-all.
catch-all, yeah.
Dago, Dago. Oh, that'd be a good football chant if we play Spain, wouldn't it?
No, we don't want to wind them up too much. They're quite good.
Yeah.
So, although not Cape Verde held them to a glorious 0-0 draw. I fucking love that. Was after the England game. That's my favourite game of the World Cup so far. Watching Cape Verde hold the line against Spain.
There's hope, see.
You know, a country whose entire population could have fit in the stadium they were playing in.
Madness in it. That's why I love the World Cup.
Yeah.
The DEI World Cup.
No, I
If
like.
you double it in size.
I like this for you because you've got players who play for like Erling Haaland, right? Norway ain't getting to many World Cups. Why should you not see a player of his
That's a
undoubted
good
quality at a World Cup?
They did say on the overlap as well, I've forgotten his name now, but he's, and what country? It's an African country. But Gary Neville was saying he played for Salford. He was in a decent club, got let go, played for Salford, did really well, had a release clause, he made his way back up to the Prem, now he's playing in the World Cup. So,
Yep.
and he's in like League Two like a season ago or something.
That's it. I mean,
So yeah, I see your point. It's just
And to be fair, it's always been a quarter of the world's countries that take part. Obviously, there's more countries now. There's like 211.
yeah, I read a country today I've never heard of before. So that's
Go on.
weird, isn't it? I can't remember it now, but I know my geography's not the best, but I did remark to my dad, like, it's weird being 43 and going, What?
Yeah.
Literally never seen that word written down before. So we get them.
Yeah. So, mid 1966, the World Cup is 3 months away. The trophy's gone. The police have a convicted middleman and no trophy. Enter Pickles the dog.
Yeah. The real hero.
He's a black and white mongrel, a collie cross by all accounts, and he belonged to a Thames River man named David Corbett who lived in Norwood, South London.
He's a river man.
Thames River man.
I guess he worked on a boat or something.
Yeah.
Rivers would have been busier in the 60s, wouldn't they?
Yeah, you just had a
Still
lot of
using
trade
it.
going up and down the Thames back then, wouldn't you?
I suppose, yeah.
27th of March 66, 1 week after the theft, Corbett takes Pickles out for a walk near his home on a Beulah Hill. Never heard of it. Never heard of that suburb in London. It's a Sunday afternoon, quiet, ordinary, and then Pickles started sniffing at something under a hedge bordering a garden wall, and Corbett went to have a look. There, wrapped in a newspaper, specifically a copy of The People, which you don't get anymore, and tied with string, was the Jules Rimet trophy. Just sat there, under a hedge, in South London.
Pickles.
Corbett picked it up, didn't immediately recognise it, and took it home. His nephew or brother-in-law, depending on which account you read, the stories vary, looked at it and said, "Hang on, isn't that the World Cup?" So Corbett calls the police. The trophy was authenticated. It was the real thing. All the stamp details matched, the weight was correct, the base was undamaged. So whoever'd hidden it had done so hurriedly and without ceremony, just bundled into a newspaper and shoved it under a hedge.
Well, sorry, I just got fascinated with, yes, a riverman would paddle a big boat across back and forth the Thames, delivering cargo from bigger ships.
Oh.
And there you go. And he found it under a bush.
Yeah.
So somebody shat themselves, didn't they?
Yeah.
I just picture him doing that fast walk, like, and just nobody around.
Yeah.
In the bush.
In the bush.
Off you fucking go.
Now, the relief in the Football Association at FIFA and Scotland Yard was enormous, and Pickles becomes famous overnight. No one calls their dog stuff like Pickles anymore.
It's a good name, Pickles.
What followed was one of the more delightful media circuses in British sporting history. Pickles was immediately celebrated as a national hero, and the press leaned into it hard. Corbett himself gets a reward of £3,000 from the Football Association, which is quite a significant sum for a working man in 1966.
Yeah.
But the money almost paled beside what Pickles himself attracted. The dog was invited to appear at the England World Cup victory banquet that summer. He got his own fan mail. He starred in a film called The Spy with a Cold Nose, released in 66, which Pickles played himself. He appeared on television programmes and was given a year's supply of dog food by a pet food company. The tabloids ran headlines like "Pickles wins the cup" and treated the dog with the same reverential excitement usually reserved for actual sporting heroes. Well, you know.
Fair play.
He saved us from embarrassment.
Yeah.
Fucking did.
On a global scale.
Something quite wonderfully British about that entire episode. The most famous trophy in a world sport is stolen weeks before a major tournament. The police conduct an elaborate sting operation. Someone gets arrested, convicted, refuses to talk, and the whole thing is not resolved by detective work, but by a dog sniffing around a hedge on a Sunday afternoon, probably pissed on it.
Yeah, but you don't tell him that, right?
Ah,
Pickles!
fucking hell, Pickles.
Shit.
England go on to win the World Cup and beating West Germany 4-2 at Wembley in one of the most famous matches ever played, the Jeff Hurst hat-trick. There's people on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now!
It is now.
Oh.
Even though we weren't born, that's just ingrained in our
Yeah.
fucking memories, isn't it?
Of course it is. One of the most famous lines of commentary of all time is going to be.
Yeah.
Especially in Britain.
Yes, and obviously throughout the tournament, the Jules Rimet trophy gets handled a little more carefully. Specifically, a replica was made for display purposes, while the real one was kept under significantly tighter security.
Those two old blokes this time.
Turns out that was a lesson not everyone in football would learn. Sadly, Pickles, for his part, died in 1967. He choked on his lead while chasing a cat.
Oh, bloody hell. Poor Pickles.
Yeah. I think he needs a fucking memorial, Pickles does. Yeah.
He got 1 year of celebrity and then died like a bitch.
Died doing what he loved.
No.
Chasing a cat.
He tangled himself. It wouldn't have been instant, would it? There'd have been a lot of...
Jesus. I no one's going to help.
I genuinely thought collies were more intelligent than that.
I found the world. What's it?
It would have been horrific.
Yeah, it would have
He
been.
didn't die doing what he loved.
Chasing a cat.
No, that bit was before the horrible death.
Yeah, but
That was the last thing he
Yeah.
did. He didn't die doing a thing he loved.
I'm just
I
saying.
think he probably died writhing around in a desperate psychotic bid for air, not understanding what was happening to him because
Yeah.
he's a dog.
Oh no.
I don't really want to think about that, Connor.
I've thought about it too much. I did a whole impression.
I say, give him a memorial, build a statue.
A statue to Pickles. Yeah, that would be pretty good. Well, if I was loaded, that's the sort of thing I'd do.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's get a GoFundMe going.
A statue to Pickles. Well, if we ever win the World Cup again.
So, the problem is, this isn't the only time it got stolen.
No.
Nope.
So, you know that rule that we mentioned earlier? If you win the World Cup 3 times, you get to keep it.
Mm.
Brazil did that. They won it in 58, 62, and in 1970 in Mexico with one of the greatest football teams ever assembled. Pelé, Jairzinho, Rivelino, Tostão, you know.
Mm.
They had a very good team in 1970.
They've had a lot of very good teams, haven't they?
Yeah, not so good nowadays.
No, not now, but historically, yeah.
Someone said, I can't remember where I heard it, they said, those players they've got now, they're not street players anymore like they were. Because there was a thing, the ball control was always immaculate because they learned to play on either on the beach or on cobbled streets. So you can control a ball on a cobbled street. You're very good. Now they look like stadium players. They're players who trained on pitches all their careers. They haven't got that raw skill anymore. Poached into them now rather than being learned.
It's like the coaching is sort of uniform now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone's a fanny. They've coached the life out of it.
They do sometimes, don't they?
Dwight York, I know he's not Brazilian, but apparently, I don't know if this is true, but he used to stand in a dustbin to do kick-ups to keep his control
I can fully believe it.
insanely tight. That's like something he practiced. I don't know if that's true.
Well, he was from Trinidad and Tobago, so
Yeah.
I'm going
I
to guess
just
that
think-
they didn't have fantastic footballing facilities.
Yeah. Well, I bet there definitely is some truth to that.
But yeah, it's sort of like all the countries have lost their identity a bit.
Yeah.
It's some money
Yeah,
that's in the
loads of-
game now.
You hear loads of the old timers say it, like they're all coached to within an inch of their life. Everything's insanely over tactical.
Yeah.
They're all terrified of making a mistake.
But if you look at the Brazilian side to say, I don't know, the Spanish side or whatever, there's not much difference now. But I mean, if you watch an old Brazilian, you can tell that they're Brazilian. They got that.
Even in our lifetime,
that
it was
DNA,
like that.
yeah.
The Italians played a certain way, the French played a certain way.
Catenaccio and the Italians.
Well,
We
always
were the
very good in
fucking
defence, the
bruisers.
Italians. Always had that rock solid defence and get a goal.
Yeah, the Dutch, they had a bit of flair. didn't they, the
Total
Dutch?
football.
Yeah.
Football.
You know, the Germans were always just ruthlessly efficient.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frustratingly, terrifyingly too.
Yeah.
Just like they... No, I won't make that joke.
So, the Brazilians win it 3 times. FIFA hands over the Jules Rimet trophy to the Brazilian Football Confederation after the 1970 final. It was flown to Rio and put on display at the Football Federation headquarters, where it becomes a point of immense national pride. And they'd earned it. They'd won it 3 fucking times.
So what do they do? Just smelt a new one?
I guess they always make a new
They
one.
designed
huh?
a new one. That new one we've got
Oh,
now.
well, we've got now, I suppose, yeah, it is.
That hasn't been won 3 times yet.
I need to remind myself that.
Yeah. I think it's more beautiful than the old one myself. But...
And then it sits in their headquarters for 13 years. And then in 1983, which was another good year, it was stolen again. Except this time, there's no Pickles.
No, because
We've
you choked to death.
He's dead.
So, December 1983 in Rio de Janeiro, the Jules Rimet trophy was on display in a glass case at the Brazilian Football Confederation headquarters, a building in Laranjeiras, I have no idea how to say that, the neighbourhood of Rio. The security, by most accounts, was minimal. The offices were not a fortress. The trophy was behind glass, in a cabinet, in a building, where the guards were not exactly the same as what you get at Scotland Yard. Presumably
worse.
Presumably the same at next
The
man.
Brits.
There was guarding it, yeah. And in the early hours of a December morning, thieves broke in and stole it. Just like that, it was gone. The Brazilian authorities launched an investigation. Suspects were arrested. Several low-level criminals connected to Rio's underworld were pulled in for questioning. And what emerged through confessions, through informants, throughout the labyrinth way these things come out, was not reassuring. The trophy had almost certainly been melted down.
Yeah, it's gone for good this time.
You fucking bastards.
Gold, solid gold, or certainly gold-plated sterling silver, but with a significant gold content. In Rio in '83, a criminal with a famous but difficult to sell artifact on his hands would have faced a straightforward calculation. You cannot sell this thing openly. Everyone knows what it looks like. You can't sell it in the traditional sense, but you can melt it. And that's almost certainly what happened. The Brazilian police investigated for years. Several individuals were implicated, including a man named Sergio Aprecio Domingos, known as Sergio do Oro or Sergio of Gold. Yeah, it's probably him. A jeweler connected to the Rio criminal underworld. The belief of the investigators was that the trophy was handed to him. He melted it down and sold the gold within days of the theft. Said survived the Second World War in a shoebox under a bed, gets found under a hedge by a dog, and then it gets lifted by Pele, Bobby Moore, Zagarello, every other great captain of the era, gets melted down and sold.
I want to believe that maybe he was able to sell it to. He said he was linked to the criminal underworld. Maybe there was some somebody with a lot of money who loved football, who bought it, and it's just never been found.
I hope so.
Do you know what I mean? It's just been in some criminal underlords.
It's been in his games room.
Yeah, for like.
It's been in his man cave.
Yeah, and he's probably long dead, and his kids don't know what the fuck it is, and they just left it there. That's what I want to think.
Yeah.
Why would you? Of all the things, I mean, it wasn't that big, was it? I mean, how much would he have got?
So it's a foot tall. I mean, it's gold plated. I don't know.
God, I hate criminal scum. I wish we had a Batman.
Yeah.
It's a sad end, isn't it?
This whole story, Pickles fucking choked to death.
Yeah.
I mean, the fucking trophy's been melted.
It's a bit of a downer, isn't it?
Fucking hell. No, I never really found research what happened to Pickles. I assumed he led a long and happy life, being treated like a fucking celeb.
Turns out not.
I didn't know the original World Cup had been smelted.
I didn't know that. I knew about the '66 one, but researching that, I came across this as well, and I was like, oh shit. That's what happened to it.
No.
Here's FIFA, after the '83 theft, commissioned a full replica of that trophy. It now sits in the FIFA World Football Museum in Zurich.
Yeah, we're not trusting you fucking Brazilians with it.
Yeah.
Whatever we said about winning it 3 times, bollocks. You fucked that up.
Yeah.
Can't blame us, can you really? I bet the security's a bit better these days as well.
I'd imagine so.
Well, it's cameras for fucking start.
But it is a replica, so
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, does it?
There is a further complication. Before the trophy was handed to Brazil in 1970, FIFA had somewhat controversially and quietly commissioned their own replica for display purposes. Given what had happened in '66, they weren't about to hand over the only copy. So, how many replicas actually exist, and which
Did we
one?
blag Brazil?
Well, some people ask the question: is it possible that what was stolen in '83 was itself the replica?
Well, I say we, I mean FIFA.
And the real trophy is still out there? The answer to that is probably no. The Brazilians probably had the genuine article. The investigation concluded the gold content matched, the weight matched, the metallurgical analysis was consistent. But, if you've got that romantic side in you, you might want to argue that maybe we didn't trust them fully and we gave them the replica.
Maybe.
Well, FIFA gave them the replica.
based on what happened, no, they shouldn't have been trusted.
No.
Probably in Sepp Blatter's bathroom, innit?
You know what? It wouldn't fucking surprise me if it was in Sepp Blatter's bathroom. He's hanging a towel on it.
Good old Sepp Blatter.
That's where he keeps his coke.
Oh, imagine you having the World Cup trophy, you just lifted the top off and it was just full of cocaine.
Yeah, a good party.
Explains what Maradona fucking.
Yeah. Well, I've got to say, bit of a downer. Let's hope we have some good news over the coming weeks in terms of World Cups.
Well, it's coming home.
Or maybe somebody will have the opportunity to steal the new one from England, and a new dog who won't choke will find it.
Well, people tend to. I assume Pickles choked in his back garden where he'd been sort of chained up. People don't do that anymore with their dogs, do they?
Well, what we can do, I'm willing to do this for the nation because it's a victimless crime. I will break in after we win it, steal it, and I will stash it somewhere obvious with some dog treats in it, and then somebody walking their dog will find it. I won't sell it for money.
We've got to win it 3 times, haven't we?
Oh, but it'll come here to be displayed for a bit, won't it, if we win it?
Yeah, it'll be on display.
Well, we bring it home with us for a
They
parade.
might have learnt a lesson, mightn't they?
Yeah.
Bollocks. But I'd be willing to do that for the country, because that'd be a feel-good story, wouldn't it? A week or two of panic, oh, God, not again. And then a new dog finds it.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah, we need to win it, though, don't we? That's the problem.
Yeah, we're
It's
going
a
to
big
win
problem, isn't it? That's been the massive problem over the past 60 years.
Yeah.
it. But we're going to win it.
I know.
Oh.
We're going through it again. Why do we do it to ourselves?
We're going to win it.
I can't
Shut up.
keep crying.
Can't let myself believe I've been hurt too many times.
Oh, they were really good, though, weren't they?
They were.
Jude Bellingham. He's pretty good, isn't he?
Got a lot of players who are very good.
Oh. Well, one can only hope.
It's a hope that kills you.
Yeah.
That is the saying, isn't it? It's the hope that kills you.
As long as the USA don't make it past the quarters, everything will be fine.
I hope we get the USA and we fucking hammer them.
That would be great.
We out-chant them and outplay them.
Yes. And a lot of them get injured. Just as a little cherry.
But the fans or the players? And then we tip a load of something into Boston Harbour and get our revenge for the Tea Party.
A load of glucose syrup.
Yeah.
A load of pure sugar.
A load of spray cheese.
Yeah. Oh, no, not the cheese in a can.
It's got the Boston Cheese Party. And we get our revenge.
That would be fantastic. Well, one can only hope.
Yes, one can. If there's any justice in this world, that's exactly what will happen.
The only thing sweeter than winning it in England would be winning it in America, I've got to be honest.
Who would dish the trophy? You don't think Trump's going to dish the trophy out, do you?
Probably.
Because he won't be able to stay awake for 90 minutes.
Possibly Trump, but Trump or Vance.
Well, if Trump falls asleep and the Scots are there, they'll stick a coat on his head.
Well, who's the president of FIFA?
Oh, that evil-looking guy who looks like the villain from the Thunderbirds.
Why is it always an evil-looking guy?
Infantino.
Would he be handing it out?
I guess
Yeah,
he'd be there, wouldn't he?
Who gives the medals? No, it'd be Trump and Melania, wouldn't it, putting the medals on everyone?
Well, he'd have to be there, wouldn't he?
I don't know, they might deem it a security, because apparently there was a drone plot to blow up that UFC. You know, they had the UFC at the White House.
Yeah.
Which is insane on so many levels. Yeah, apparently they busted somebody was planning to fly a drone in and blow it up.
Okay.
Well, he was just sat there watching fighting, wasn't he, on the UFC, on the White House front lawn.
Well, it's only because he had a 2-minute walk back to his fucking bed.
Yeah, that's it, probably the entire reason he wanted it.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
You can go and have a nap at the half-time.
Yeah, in between rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Should we just, we'll find out, shall I? See if we know already.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, it's been a bit of a weird World Cup. I don't like this hydration break bullshit.
Well, it's just for ad breaks, isn't it?
Well, that's exactly what it's for. They're dressing it up as a hydration break. It's just because the Americans can't go more than 20 minutes and they're seeing an
It's
advert.
impossible for them.
They haven't got the concentration span, have they?
And we've had it in hotter countries.
Yeah, didn't we have it in
Qatar.
Qatar? And it was like
Yeah.
we didn't have a hydration break.
No, we didn't, did we?
Look, if you're a professional athlete, you should be able to run around for 45 minutes in the heat. Mind you, no, Qatar, they had air-conditioned stadiums.
Well, it was in December, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was in their winter.
but they also had air-conditioned stadiums.
Couldn't have done it in their summer. It's 50 degrees, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, I can't see who's gonna. It's quite funny actually. I can't see who's expected to present it, but there's a lot of articles saying he's been given special FIFA protocol to lift the trophy with the winning team, like he did. What was it where he lifted the trophy with the team? The World Club Championship, wasn't it?
Something
Remember?
like that. Yeah.
He was actually on the pitch with the team as if he was their manager, like, hey.
God,
So apparently he's asked special permission to be able to do that again.
He's just a full kit wanker, isn't he? That's what he is. He's a full kit wanker.
Imagine the England team with Donald Trump.
Looking at him, going, what the fucking hell he's doing? Yeah.
Imagine the Iranian team.
Oh, hey, you say that, but I've got Iran in the work sweepstake.
That'd be hilarious, wouldn't it?
Oh, you know what? I want Iran to fucking
I think
win.
he'd be like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think it's safe. Will you come with me?
Oh, but I might as well give him the check for 300 billion while I'm here.
Let's hope they don't kick my ass. Well, hopefully it'll be us and Trump lifting the trophy together.
He's going to have an England shirt on.
Trump number one.
Trump number one on the back, of course. I always say MAGA somewhere on it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
To be honest, I don't care who presents the trophy. If we win it, fuck it. We've won the World Cup. I don't give a shit.
All I know is I won't be in work the next day.
It'd probably be like fucking Tom Hanks or something, wouldn't it? That was like the most American thing. It would be Hollywood. Somebody inappropriate.
Yeah. Yeah, go with that.
When you win something in our country, of course, it's presented to you by a royal.
As is only true and proper.
Yeah, that's a celebrity scam.
Do you think if we were in the final, they'd fly, well, probably William over?
Yeah, I don't think Charles is. I know he was in America recently, wasn't he? So, because he wasn't very well, was he? But I don't know. Would they? That'd be cool. If we make the final, there'll definitely be a royal watching.
Oh, yeah.
They'll fly some.
I'd imagine William will be there.
He likes football. He's a Villa fan, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, weirdly.
I don't know. I've never looked into the story of why that is, but
Yeah, no, me. No idea. I'm surprised he's allowed to like football with it being the common man's game. He should be playing bloody polo.
But his dad did play that. What's
Yeah,
that?
he did.
Horse polo. I think it's just called polo, isn't it, guys?
Yeah. Well, you got horse polo, water polo, you
yeah.
know.
See? God, you got to be a rich cunt to play that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Who fancies a game of polo? Well, I need to buy a fucking horse first. It costs more than a house, man. And you can't just have any scabby old fucking mangy thing, can
Gonna
you?
get a donkey off Blackpool Beach,
Oh,
can
God.
you?
And a whole team to prepare the horse and wrap it up and do all that shit and fucking hell. Do they go to polo practice on a Sunday when they're kids?
Yeah, probably.
Instead of football?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't. Little Johnny's got polo on Sunday morning, so it'll have to be on the Monday. Fucking wankers.
There's no Polo World Cup, is there? If there is, no one fucking knows about it.
It's probably played behind closed doors for the super rich.
Would that make a good film if you're like, you won a load of money, you're a working class scum, you win a load of money, and you put your young kid into polo, and he just terrorizes his way through the polo world.
Yeah.
You know, just like Gaza, but polo.
Yeah.
Chav Polo.
Yeah, just extremely good, destroying all these posh cunts without even trying, but being boozed and coked up, and then having a downfall, then a comeback.
Of course.
You know. Yeah.
Redemption, he wins a Polo World Cup.
Yeah. He's definitely got to twat somebody around the skull with one of them mallets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because there's going to be an evil rich kid, hasn't there?
You can take the boy at the council estate, but you can't take the council estate out of the boy.
Yeah, he says as he crushes his skull with a giant wooden mallet on horseback.
Swings it round. Track.
You slag.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good film.
Yeah. Yeah, I wanted to watch it.
We'll make it with AI.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Well,
Right then.
that's the end of the show. Thank you very much for listening. I've been Ben. Don't drink the plate break. Don't drink the cook. Don't steal a World Cup.
Thanks for listening. I've been Mike. Peace out. May the force be with you.
I've been Gaz, Free Biff Tannen. Bye.